Try to make up for that mistake.
Inbound the ball here and back out front.
So if you're just tuning in, this is Kathy Isley and Kent broadcasting against Bullets and Columbus. 5 minutes just in their first quarter.
Mediapolis up 2-0 and make that 4-0 as Darby Massner buries a jump shot just inside the three-point line.
And Darby's had some nice statistics. Our second leading scorer for the team with 148 for the season. And 3 points that she's attempted is 49 and successful at 23 with a percent of about 47%. So we quite often do see her try to make that outside three-point shot.
There was a turnover on Columbus as a trap over there forced to travel out of Hamilton, and now the Bullets have the ball.
So McKenzie passed to Hedges. Hedges skipped it over to Darby, back to the top, and Ashley looks for her shot. That was a nice three for Ashley Hedges.
So that puts the Bullets up 7-0 here with 4:42 to go. We're bringing you action between the Columbus Wildcats and the Mediapolis Bullets. Pretz drives into the lane, kicks it back outside. A long three is put up by Stroud, no good, and Rogers comes out with a rebound.
Putting some pressure on McKenzie at the top. McKenzie passes to Heidi, left side, looking for Darby for her spot, and there she is, drains another three. I was going to say another, but I think that was her first one for the night. So I know the first one was a 2.
And that makes the score 10-0 now in favor of the Bullets here, halfway through the first quarter.
Columbus doing a job of spreading the floor, looks inside. Number 2 goes up. Nice look at the basket, but unable to make it go in. And Bullets get the rebound. Mackenzie Rogers gets a nice little pass, and she goes for the 3.
And the Bullets are hot from outside tonight. It's 3 3-pointers already here, and we're just a little more than halfway through the first quarter. Now Columbus has brought Pretz out on the point and trying to get that double team, and there was another good look in there by Minks, but she can't finish against that size. I think the size bothered her a little bit.
So Bullets bring it down. McKenzie passes to Ashley. Ashley drives right down the middle, pretty wide open, and missed the layup. Columbus gets 6, drives down, and able to draw contact.
There's Pretz taking the ball to the basket. And a foul on, that's on Hilliard, and I think that's her second. So she's probably going to have to come out of the game here. Allie Massner in to replace her. Hilliard had picked up an offensive foul earlier in the ball game.
So Columbus taking it out underneath their basket. Get it in at the top of the key. Sets up their offense.
It's interesting. They moved Pretz outside now because we were double teaming her inside, and then she's becoming the passer and threw it inside to Stroud, and she's called for traveling as she slipped and fell down there. And now Columbus also going to use some full court pressure here against the Bullets.
Ashley brings it up the right side. Goes to the middle, but cuts back to the right. Has a little trouble, gives it off to Darby. And it looks like McKenzie's going to set up our offense. Passes it to Allie Masters, who's on the court for Heidi Hilliard. Dishes it inside to Andrea Larson, and she does her thing.
And that's her thing, is finishing all right. She really does a good job with that.
Get her inside the paint, and she's good to go.
Stroud out on the point. Now they put Pretz down in the corner. Stroud drives to the hoop, but turned it over again.
Yeah, Columbus had some couple opportunities inside the paint, just unable to finish it or create a turnover.
Yeah, I think they recognized that we're going to double team Pretz wherever she's at, and so they pulled her out, and that's opened up some driving lanes, but they just haven't been able to finish inside. Not as much size now with Hilliard out of the game, but still have Larson in there.
So Mackenzie Rogers attempting to set up offense, and we actually get the call of 3 seconds in the lane.
I think it was called on Darby Massner. She was looking at the referee like, me?
I'm a senior. You don't
Yeah,
call
you don't
that
call that on
me.
me. Come on.
You don't see that very often at a varsity level, but it's still part of the game.
Yep.
So Ashley Hedges comes out, and Abby Eberhardt comes in for her.
So we got Eberhardt, Rogers, and 2 Massners and Larson in the court right now. Allie and Darby out there for the Bullets.
Columbus has taken out their best player. Not quite sure why, just to give her a little bit of a breather. And Columbus again is called with the travel. So another turnover.
Sarah Todd, number 40, who tried to drive to the basket, but had the feet get tangled up.
So twice now in the press breaker, they're able to give it to Larson in the middle, and nobody's really defending her. She goes down, goes in for a layup basically, but is fouled, I think.
Yeah, and it looks like not a shooting foul, so the Bullets will take it out of bounds. A nice feed by Rogers inside to Larson, and she missed it, but gets her own rebound and puts it back in. Just padding the stats a little bit. Get to add a rebound there to the basket.
She's a good foot taller than everybody else so far out on the court, so getting her own rebound was not a big issue.
Yeah, Columbus is playing without Pretz right now.
Mackenzie Rogers putting some pressure on their point guard, seeing how they would handle that, but actually draws a foul, so I think that's her first, but that is the team 4th. So Mackenzie comes out and Ashley Hedges goes in. Columbus is taking it out underneath their basket.
Pretz has returned, and she gets the ball, goes inside, and has a block by Larson. And Larson's bringing it the other way. She's going all the way to the hole. Puts it up, rims out. Here comes Pretz, and she's going to go the other way all the way to the hole. No, she dumps the ball off. And we're going to get a foul call on the Bullets. Going to the line will be number 2, and that's Laura Minks.
And that foul was called on Ashley. And I want to say that might be her second. But it's not going up on the board as her second, so I'm not sure. Just add a minute mark, 17-0, but they just made their free throw, so that would be 17-1 for Columbus.
So 6 minutes, 57 seconds before they can break into the scoreboard. And Minks hits both of them. Bullets quickly the other way. This is Rogers to Eberhardt. She looks inside, but a nice play by Minks in there. She stepped in front of Larson, picked that off. Ball's out front to Pretz right now.
Nice pressure on Pretz by Mackenzie. Columbus looks dishes inside of the post, but she's unable to handle it, so we come up with a rebound. Rogers bringing it up the middle, passes it to Eberhardt. Looks at Darby. Darby goes inside to Larson, and she finishes it using that backboard, going up strong. Very basic, simple, clean maneuver. Love it each time.
And the Bullets do such a great job. Larson does a great job of posting up, and then they do a great job of finding her. And there, Larson's going to be whistled for a foul. That is, Columbus tried to feed the post to Pretz, and Larson bumped her.
So foul-wise, 6-2, 6 on us, 2 on Columbus. Ashley Macholtz is coming in for Larson. And as you said, that was her second. Ashley, a junior, has gotten a lot of playing time on the JV squad. It's pretty much the only size they have at that level. Abby Renfro is also another post forward, so that's another girl with size underneath the basket.
And Pretz makes the free throw, and that's her first point of the night. Cuts the Mediapolis lead to 19-3 with 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pretz misses the second one.
Allie Massner gets that rebound, brings it up the court. Has a little trouble once she picks up her dribble. and turns it over. McKenzie was trying to help her out, but Columbus did a nice job of covering both. So 5 seconds left on the clock, 19-3. Columbus is going to look for a quick shot, and Allie Massner blocks it. Columbus gets their own rebound, goes up strong, and unable to finish that.
Good job by Massner there on the block, because that looked like it was going to be a wide open shot, and all of a sudden she came out of nowhere and blocked that shot.
So again, finished that quarter at 19-3. Unfortunately, we are in the bonus of 1-1 with 7 fouls. Columbus only has 2 called against them, so we'll see how that progresses throughout the game. I'll go ahead and read a couple of our sponsors that I didn't finish the first time. We got Prairie Ridge Care and Rehab. We invite you to stop in, take a tour, and visit with our residents. We're proud to support Mediapolis sports. Schrock Lumber, the family-owned and operated lumber yard, offers friendly service, quality product, and a quarantine of customer satisfaction. Service Pro, fire and water restoration like it never happened. Called Service Pro of Southeast Iowa. Newport Junction, stop in for beverage and a bite to eat before and after the game. Best of luck to the Mediapolis wrestlers and basketball team. SG Construction is an alumni-owned business, proud to support all things Mediapolis. Best of luck to the Bullets and Bulldogs on their runs to state. So starting off the second quarter, we came out definitely hot with a couple threes. Nice possessions by the Bullets. Columbus has had some opportunities, but created some turnovers and lost those potential baskets by doing so.
Stroud out front. Now the ball's in the corner. Zeringer to Minks, back to Sprout. She drives the baseline. Starting lineup back in there for the Bullets. Hilliard comes up with the rebound. Outlets to Mackenzie Rogers for an easy layup.
Nice little strip by Heidi, and like you said, we got all of our starters back in. Hopefully they stay out of foul trouble for the next 7 minutes. Columbus does a nice fake, feeds it off to the right-hand side, looks short corner, and they're called for travel.
Deep in the corner there, I didn't see that, but Zeringer is called for a travel.
So again, Columbus pressing, trying to really limit Mackenzie touching the ball. Ashley Hedges manages to take it all the way up and goes in for pretty much an easy layup. Nice little spin move she had. So score is 23-3. Columbus feeds at the top of the elbow, and with a little bounce, that goes in for Pretz.
Her first basket of the night, so good job here. 6:47 to go in the second quarter before she has a field goal. Has picked up 1 free throw as Mediapolis leads 23-5.
So Larson gets it at the elbow. She drives in. Just pulls it up for a nice little jumper about halfway down the lane.
Larson did a great job that time. She created a little space with her elbow, just enough to be able to get that shot off.
Pretz shoots from the top of the free throw line. Just really wasn't squared up to the basket, and that came off the rim. Heidi got the rebound, brought it all the way down, and it kind of goes up for a layup, but that is unsuccessful. So we're back on Columbus' side.
Or to Stroud, tries to feed inside, and that's going to be a turnover. No, well,
they're still battling.
They're going to call a jump ball eventually. There was about 3 people who had it. No one could hang on to it, so call the jump ball, and Mediapolis has the possession arrow.
So Larson is doing a great job of giving them some problems underneath, whether it's at the block or a little bit outside in the short corner area. Just always has her hands on the ball. It's not making it easy for any opponent. Just under the 6-minute mark in the second quarter, 25-5, leading over Columbus.
I kind of expected Columbus to really feed Pretz here early in this quarter with both Hilliard and Larson having 2 fouls. There's a turnover by the Bullets.
Columbus brings it down the right side. McKenzie gives her a lot of problem. Pretz has it, drives to the top, and pulls it up for a nice little jumper.
And that's 5 now for her, and you can sure see her as athleticism. There's another steal, nice steal by Stroud. She takes it in, misses the shot, however, and Hilliard gets the rebound.
She takes 3 strides for everybody, 5 steps. Dish it is off to Larson. Larson takes it in for a nice layup. Nice teamwork by those young ladies. Definitely have played a lot of games together over the several years. Columbus pulls it out.
Gives the ball inside to Minks. She drives, now kicks it back out front. Back to Minks. To Pretz out front. Feeds inside to Minks. She has it knocked away. Gets it back out to, I believe that's Stroud, and she puts up the shot, no good. And Hilliard with the rebound.
Columbus is nice and patient on the ball on the offense, just unable to finish.
And a foul is called out there on Columbus, and the Columbus coach is over talking to the referee saying, you know, that happened on the other end too. And now he pats him on the back.
Gotta love to see the interaction there.
Oh, yeah.
So we have some substitutions on Columbus end. Bullets are taking the ball underneath their basket. Dish in to Heidi. Heidi looks for Larson. She puts it on the floor, struggles, but is fouled going up. So she'll shoot 2.
One of the things I notice about Larson is she is really patient in there when she gets the ball, too. She just doesn't hurry with it. When she was younger, she did a little bit, but now it's like, I know I'm strong enough to still get it up there. And she
patient and relentless. I mean, even if it's a trouble or a hassle, I mean, she keeps at it. She doesn't ever give up.
And she drops in both free throws to make it 28-7 here. Mediapolis over the visiting Columbus Wildcats at Vernon Bud McLaren Court. And Pretz bringing the ball up for Columbus. A good job by Rogers putting pressure on her. Goes inside. The shot is no good by Sarah Todd.
And a rebound by Heidi. Gives it to McKenzie. Starting off her offense, dishes it to Ashley on the right side, looks inside to Larson. And that rims out again for Andrea Larson. Nice shot though, nice look. Columbus feeds it in the elbow, but kicks it back out. And there's Pretz gonna go, and that's a little bit of an air ball.
Larson comes up with it.
Darby's gonna return the favor with a 3, and she'll make that.
When she gets her feet set, it's going in the basket. You know, that's if you let her get out there and get the ball and get her feet set, it's going in.
So the score has quickly jumped up to 32-7, and just over 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Nice little drive penetration by Columbus. I think that was 22.
Shanna Boyd. Yeah, that was a nice move. Good, strong move to the hoop.
She's a tiny little girl out there. Columbus gets another steal, another turnover.
And that time Boyd went to the basket, but Mackenzie Rogers knocked it out of her hand, and now we've got a foul. I did not see that foul. It's called on Rogers, but it certainly wasn't on knocking the ball out of there. It must have been when the ball was loose.
So for Mackenzie, is that second? 24, I think will be her second foul. Team 8.
And at the line will be Sarah Todd. Should be a 1-and-1, I believe it is. Shot is up and good. So with 3:05 to go, Mediapolis leads 32-10. Todd has a second free throw coming. It's up and also good.
So again, kind of sort of pressing, kind of not. Seems like they're really trying to limit the point guard bringing it up, but we have several opportunities.
Columbus wanted a 5-second call there on Hedges, didn't get it. And now Allie mastered to the basket, missed the shot. Hilliard got the rebound, and I think there's a foul on Columbus. That'll make the coach happy. Fouls on Minks. I'm laughing because I used to sit down there and do the same thing. So
I know.
Shot up by Hilliard.
I get caught up in the coach and his animation rather than watching, so I just missed everything that happened. But I know we just scored on that one. So
Hilliard on a rebound. Larson missed the shot. Hilliard got the rebound, put it back in. 34-11 now the Bullets lead. 2:29 left in the second quarter.
So Boyd looking to do something, dishes inside, but Larson comes up with a steal.
Nice play there by Andrea Larson. She timed that perfectly and just stepped in front of the pass.
Nice ball handling by Ashley Hedges. Dishes it out to Allie Massner. Allie looks inside for Larson. Successful on that basket and draws the foul.
That's 16 points already for Larson tonight, and she's at the free throw line looking for 17, averaging just right at 21, I believe, for the season.
Yeah, she's our leading scorer with 166 points so far.
Missed that free throw, and there's Pretz with the rebound. She's going to go coast to coast, but puts it up and it rims out. And there's Larson with Hilliard with the rebound, but it's taken away by Columbus.
Columbus looks for a three, I think, by Boyd.
That goes off of Columbus out of bounds. So the ball sailed over the basket. So comes Eberhardt back in the ball game, replacing Larson. Massner has the ball. She's bringing it up the court. Over to Hilliard. She's going to drive to the basket and draw the foul on Pretz. I think that's her second. So wouldn't be a bad deal to pick up another one on her right before the half.
Yeah, that will even up the field of fouls of our quality players against their one top leading scorer.
So Hilliard at the line, shooting 1-1. And she sinks it.
Looks like her free throw percentage is a 52% for the season. Attempted only 19, making 10 out of 19. So that's not too many times that she's been at the foul line for 8 games.
She doesn't look to score this year hardly at all. It's like her role is defense and rebounding, and she knows that.
Yep, offensive and defensive rebounds as she's leading for us. Total of 102 for the season.
Sinks the second free throw. And so that makes the score 38-11 in favor of the Bullets with 1:43 to go here in the second quarter.
Columbus brings it up. Does a little fake to the left, but looks at Boyd on the right-hand side. Puts it in to the elbow, and they kick it back out to the shooting guard. Goes up, but it's long. Columbus comes down with their own rebound.
Boyd on that offensive rebound. She has the ball back over on the wing, goes inside. Shot is up and no good there by, that was Sarah Todd. Mediapolis down with the rebound.
So Ashley Hedges brings it down and dishes it to Abby Eberhardt. Misses that. Allie Massner attempted to get the rebound, but I think they called a foul on her instead.
It looks like Kelly Roush will be going to the free throw line here as Allie kind of went over the back there trying to get the rebound. So Roush at the line should be, no, we're still in the 1-1. I thought maybe we were at 10, but we're at 9, so this will still be a 1-1. It's up and off the side of the rim.
And goes out of bounds. So that will be Bullet possession. Ashley Hedges takes it out. Gets it to Darby Massner, kicks it back to Ashley. Ashley's going to give it to Mackenzie Rogers to set up. Mackenzie's going to say, if nobody's going to stop me, I'll just drive to the basket.
Yeah, Columbus looked like they switched to a man-to-man there, and somebody forgot to tell somebody who they were guarding, and Rogers took advantage.
So just 40 seconds remaining in this half. Dishes it in to, I think that was 34.
34, and that's Roush, and she scored. Nice little move to the basket there.
See this opportunity. Allie Massner looks for her shot, bounces around a little bit. Rebounded by her sister, and she gets a nice basket going up underneath. So 42-13, just under 20 seconds. So Columbus will take their time and try to get the last final shot off. Takes a three, but misses. Ashley Hedges realizes there's limited time on the clock, drives all the way. Honest effort, but unable to finish that left-hand layup, it looked like. 42-13 is the score going into the second half. Some quality.
Columbus turning the ball over right out of the timeout here, or the halftime. So Mediapolis will get the ball back. They lead 42-13. We just started the third quarter. Rogers has the ball. Feeds inside to Larson. That's always a good start, and up and in.
So Columbus bringing it down. And that's number 4.
Stroud on the turnover there as she palmed the basketball. Columbus putting on the pressure again down front. But Mediapolis has had no real problems with that. Rogers is nifty behind her back dribble, but now she turns it over and then steals it back.
Nice little double team by Columbus. McKenzie just battles back. Goes in for a layup and doesn't make it. Columbus comes down with the rebound.
Courtney Orr on that rebound for the Wildcats. Stroud has the ball, tries to feed into Pretz, and another good defensive play by Larson. She's going to go coast to coast, score, and draw the foul.
Nice maneuver by Larson. Just comes so easy for her at times, it looks like. Just penetrating to the hoop, taking it all the way, and going up strong. So she's at the line for 1. Bounces around a little bit, but 47-13.
And here in the third quarter, the score is Larson 5 and Columbus nothing as Andrea's come out and scored the first 5 points of the third quarter.
Columbus setting up their offense, taking their time. Stroud at the point.
And she threw that one over into the drum section.
And
so
Dawson wasn't paying attention. He almost had a basketball. But it was too low, so no injuries on that part. Mackenzie Rogers brings it up, dishes it off to Ashley Hedges. Larson sets a screen for Ashley. Ashley goes all the way in, and they're going to call travel on Ashley Hedges.
And I didn't see it, but I think she must have done it because she had a big smile on her face, like, oops.
One too many steps. So set a high pick for Stroud, and she dishes into Pretz. Pretz misses that basket. Ashley Hedges cross court to Darby. Darby's hesitated. Maybe she would have kept going. Just a little bit of an off judgment on that one. So turnover by the Bullets.
Columbus is bringing it back up. Stroud is out on the point for them. Feeds to Pretz out front, guarded by Hilliard up there. Now drives to the basket, puts up the shot, and it's good. And you can sure see that if she gets an opportunity, she can score. But the Bullets have done a good job in limiting those opportunities.
Yeah, because she shot right over Andrea Larson with no problem. So feeding aside, speaking of Larson, she was almost double teamed underneath there. And she goes up, makes that basket.
She has all 7 of the points here in the third quarter for the Bullets.
Stroud, I believe that's her, drives in, gets it taken away. Bullets fast break. Some nice ball movement into Larson's hand, and once again, nice feed.
Now they don't have an answer for her in the lane. If she gets the ball in there, it's almost automatically 2.
So score is 51-15. 5 minutes in third quarter. So across the court pass to Columbus, and then looks at Pretz. Nice little look at the hoop. Unable to make it.
Good strong rebound there by Hilliard too.
Columbus putting some pressure on the point, which is Ashley Hedges right now. And with a reach in, Columbus is called.
Stroud picked up the foul there. That was her third or maybe her fourth. I'm not sure which.
Walking to the bench, so
Yeah.
she knew she was coming out.
Reentering the lineup is Shayna Boyd, who was somewhat impressive defensively in the first half as she really went out and put some pressure on out front.
Nice ball movement, looking for the open shot of the three. McKenzie in the short corner. Comes out short. Off the rim on that one. Columbus gets the rebound. Columbus looking for an opportunity. Pretz again. Nice little jump shot for Pretz.
That's 9 points now for Pretz as she's scored 4 here in this quarter.
So Ashley Hedges has it, looking for an opportunity. Nothing inside. Kicks it across court to McKenzie. McKenzie tries to draw a foul going up. And she's successful doing that. So she's going to shoot 2, I believe. Or is it on the
And it looks like they called it on the floor because they're going to inbound the ball.
Yep. So nice little play, looking for Darby to get her shot, but she looks inside. Larson. And she goes up. Again, almost a double team, and is able to put it in with ease.
2 more for her.
Columbus picks up the dribble at the top. Boyd looking a little bit. There's some shouting. I think they were just paying attention to where Pretz is.
Nice move to the hoop there by Boyd, but no good. And here
Heidi
goes.
comes up all the way, short at the front of the rim, but she gets her own rebound, goes back up strong and hard, and is able to get that basket. 55-17 for Mediapolis.
And the Bullets have been in control of this one right from the start. Pretz has the ball back to Boyd. She kicks it outside to Orr. Goes inside. That shot was put up by Hamilton, but no good. Out of bounds. I think it might have went off one of the Bullets, though, so it'll stay at the Columbus end.
Yeah, Columbus definitely has a disadvantage in height. Seems like Pretz is their only one that's able to hopefully get over the hands of Larson, Heidi, Darby, anyone that seems to be in their face.
And Pretz has left the lineup now temporarily for Columbus. Boyd has the ball, tries to feed inside. It's loose on the floor, now kicks out to Orr. And we're going to have a foul down there.
That was a weak foul to call.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a bump, but they called it on Hilliard.
Yep.
So Columbus inbounds into the basket. I guarantee you next year at the college level with UNI, that will not be a foul. Of course, Heidi is headed up to play for the Panthers next year. That's going to be kind of exciting to have one of our Bullets up there.
Yep. Join a couple of our wrestlers, I'm not quite sure. And then Dylan, a walk-on cross country.
Yeah.
I think that's who so far we have.
Let's see, Foster and Drain are up there, I believe,
Yep.
for the wrestling team. So, big Mediapolis presence on the UNI campus.
And we got a dish to Darby Master with a nice 3. Is that her first one for the second half?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Hasn't had many looks, but definitely went in. So 58-17.
And there's going to be another foul on Hilliard as Minx cut to the basketball here, tried to cut her off and bumped her, and she earned that one. That might even have been a foul at UNI there.
So mentioning Heidi, do you remember where Andrea Larson is going to?
She's going to Wayne State out in Nebraska. And
Yep. I knew it was Nebraska, but it just wasn't on my radar. I couldn't remember.
we probably won't have as many opportunities to see Wayne State play as we will UNI, maybe.
Correct. So Bullets possession, a little bit of a full court press by Columbus, continue throughout the night, but again, doesn't seem to give us any problems. Now in the hands of Mackenzie Rogers as we got 12 seconds on the clock. Abby Eberhardt and Allie Massner in the lineup. Darby attempts her three, but that comes off the rim.
And the clock's still running, and it shouldn't be. Oh, it should be because of it's a 41-point lead. So my apologies to the clock operator. I'm going, that should stop. But of course, once you're up by more than 35 points, why then it clock runs continually other than on timeouts.
We actually had that happen in middle school basketball a couple times this year, where in the past we've never adhered to that rule, but there was a couple games for 7th and 8th. Not too many, but. So with 1 quarter remaining, we have 58-17, fourth quarter. And I'll do a quick shout out to our sponsors. And again, a huge thank you for those who have continued to support Mediapolis Athletics, MCT Technologies, Main Street Tire, Mediapolis Savings Bank, Mediapolis Boosters, DMC Mutual, Brewer Agency, Hawkeye Pettershop, Deb Massner Real Estate, Two Rivers Bank and Trust, Standard Beaverdale, Airway Partners, Prairie Ridge Care, and Rehab. And again, for those who did not hear the big announcement, there is no school for Mediapolis tomorrow. And I'm going to assume because of the wind chill that is expected. A little chilly day, so no activities, no school.
I don't think I'll be going for my walk. Tomorrow?
Yeah, a little walking, a little running. If it's decent, definitely will get out. The snow doesn't bother me, but the wind chill, if single digits or negative, will keep me inside.
Bullets have the ball, but it's turned over. Pets all the way to the hole. Puts it up and in. So that's another basket for Pets. The Bullets come down. Massner inside. Darby Massner for an easy bucket on a nice assist there by Andrea Larson. Inside, ball is scored again by Pets, who's kind of heated up here a little bit. Makes it 60-21 now in favor of the Bullets with 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Deep into the corner, and the ball is up and no good there by Hedges, but rebounded by Larson and put back in. So here comes Columbus now. Walk the ball up the floor is Stroud. Stroud is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Rogers. I believe that's her second. So Stroud will inbound the ball. Looking for Pets, but Hilliard gets her hands on it and steals the ball, and she's going to the other end with it. Has it knocked away.
So getting a little aggressive here.
Yeah, a little rugged down there. Ball's going to stay with Mediapolis.
I heard myself. Okay.
We were working on a little technical difficulty here, folks. We're going to get it straightened out. Rogers has the ball in the corner. Hedges feeds inside to Larson. Double team, but goes up and can't get it to drop, but she's going to go to the free throw line.
So we are having some mic issues, and for those who couldn't hear me for the past 3 quarters, we apologize, but hopefully now that everything is working appropriately.
Larson misses on the free throw. And did you wave a magic wand to solve that problem, or?
Turn a couple knobs and,
there you go. Just,
see what happens.
And Larson missed them both. Rebounded out of there by Sarah Todd. Down to Stroud to the hole. Swatted away by Larson with authority. And Mackenzie Rogers has the ball, brings it up for the Bullets.
So 62-21. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Setting up Mackenzie for a shot, but they're going to call foul underneath. I'm not quite sure if it's on us or them. It's on Columbus. So Larson was battling for position, and they called it on them.
think that foul was on Sarah Todd, I believe. Darby to inbound on the baseline. And the Larson knocked out of bounds. Good aggressive play there by Todd to knock it out of bounds.
So they'll switch it up. Ashley Hedges will inbounds it. Looking at Darby for the three, and it goes up, and it's good.
She's amazing. I'm telling you, when she gets her feet set, it's just, she's deadly.
So Columbus almost a turnover, but is able to keep control of the ball. Heidi putting a little pressure, and she causes Columbus to travel. So 4:30 on the clock. We are at a running clock just because of the point spread difference.
65-21. Mediapolis well in command, have been the whole ball game.
Nice feed to Darby, but I could tell foot was not as set. But a couple tips, and she gets the rebound. Goes up strong underneath, and she's going to get an opportunity to shoot two.
And I'd like to say she almost never misses, but I jinxed her the other night by talking about how good of a free throw shooter she was. But not this time.
Makes that one. Free throw percentage, she's 84. And again, opportunity to make 25 and make 21 out of 25.
Gets them both.
67-21. 4:10 remaining.
I didn't jinx her this time.
So Columbus looking. Number 4 has some problems. Stroud. Ashley Hedges comes with that possession, and whoo! Does a nice little left-hand layup with a little bit of a hoop-de-doo there.
It looks like about time for the reserves. Are waiting to get in the ball game. Nice shot down there by Claire Hamilton on the other end from the baseline.
Darby gets the shot for 3, and that goes in. So we return it. 72-23.
And if you're one of the reserves that are waiting to come in, you're hoping somebody fouls or something so you can get in the ball game. And Mackenzie Rogers did just that as Hamilton or Stroud drove to the hoop. Rogers is called for the foul. And we're going to have a line change out here, I think. But not till after the first free throw. I always thought this was dumb when they changed that rule, but Stroud hits the first one, and now we'll have the line change as the Bullets bring in reserves.
So a round of applause for those who are coming out. Basically the starters of the game. And in, Ashley Mackholtz, Allie Massner, Haley T, Lily Johnson, and Abby Eberhardt on the court for the Bullets.
Stroud has her second shot here. Just put in her first one, her first point of the night, and adds to that. 72-25, Mediapolis leads. 3:18 to go in a ball game.
So Columbus doing a little pressure. See how the girls handle it. Gets it to Abby Eberhardt, dishes it to Lily Johnson, looking for her shot. Rebound by Abby, she's going to bring it out. Goes off Columbus, so it remains our possession. We're just under the 3-minute mark. Gets it in bounds to Ashley Mackholtz in the corner. Looks inside to Abby Eberhardt, but there's 3 defenders around her. I don't know if that was a travel turnover.
Anyway, Columbus has the ball. Stroud will bring it up.
So Haley T putting some pressure on the ball. Columbus looks for Prutz. She kind of does a crazy shot. Number 4 gets the rebound. Stroud, she's definitely an aggressive player.
Yeah, Columbus, you can see why they're 6-2. I mean, there's some athleticism out here. They just don't have the size to match up to the Bullets at all. Strawn misses the first one, but yeah, I've been kind of impressed with him on the defensive. And this young gal that just came in, number 22, Shanna Boyd, she really put on some good defensive pressure in that first half when she was in there, but they just don't have the size to match up with the Bullets. But then who does? I mean, if you look at that, and there's not very many teams that do. So got a turnover here.
Yep, inbounds to Haley T and did a spin move, and Ruff thought she traveled with it. So substitution for Columbus.
72-25. The running clock says 1:50 to go in the ball game.
Inbounds, and 12 was going to take the outside shot. Ooh, nice little three. I think that's Hamilton.
Claire Hamilton. It's 5 points for her, I think, all in this quarter.
Johnson for a layup.
And good.
Had nobody on her until like last up.
And it was almost like she was looking around like, I can't believe that there's nobody guarding me.
Nice pressure by Abby Eberhardt on the ball. Columbus creates a turnover. Gets a jump ball. Haley T fighting for it. And in is Abby Renfro and Shelby Woodruff.
Allie Messner to inbound here for the Bullets. Gets it into Eberhardt.
Eberhardt passes it to Allie Messner. Ooh. Goes to pass it to Haley T, and then
all of a sudden the passing lane closed down, and she did what she could do with it, and that was to travel, which is...
I think Haley was setting up a screen for her, and Allie just didn't read it right away, so... Just under 30 seconds, Columbus possession. Pretz goes up, makes that basket.
That's just kind of opened up here in the second half. She only had 5 at halftime, but that gives her 15 for the game. Turnover by the Bullets. Petz has the ball. She's going to the hole against T, and it went out of bounds, and they called T for the foul.
T knew what she was up against. She had kind of that little smile on her face like, let's see how this ends.
And that's the ball game. Final score, Mediapolis 74, Columbus 30. So the Bullets move to 9-0 on the season. Columbus drops to 6-3.
So again, for those who are just tuning in or have been listening the entire time and did not hear me, Bullets will have action again Friday night at home against IMS. And then they have been invited to the Mercy Sports Care rivalry on Saturday at the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids.